3D shapes. We are going to study 3D shapes this week. Although you did 3D shapes many times before, we're going to focus on different parts of the 3D shapes. But before, that's we're watching the YouTube video right now. Because you might not have the shapes at home to assist you, we are going to build the shapes ourselves. So if you see in your packet, the first few pages are these little things. We call them a net. I will get back to that later. But you're going to cut out on the line and then build these shapes together. So just fold them where they need on the edges, and then you will build these different shapes. This one looks like a little brief, it's a tent. That one is a can. So just cut it out neatly, and these edges you use to stick them together. So that's what you're going to do on Monday. First thing, build your own shapes. Because in the class, I have all these lovely shapes, but you're not here to work with them. So build your own, and then it's easier to see what we are doing. So 2D shapes are two-dimensional, which means I can only see it like this. It doesn't have depth. We did this already. We have the trapezoid or trapezium. We have a pentagon, 5 corners. What is the one with 6 corners? Hexagon, 7 corners. Heptagon, 8 corners, the easy one, my favorite. Octagon, and a nonagon has 9 corners. Decagon, 10 corners, because a decade also has 10 years in it. Dec means 10. Right, those are all 2D shapes. You can see them like this, but you can't see them like this. No depth. Let's have a look at our 3D shapes. To start off, the first one, the one you all know, is a sphere. This one, okay, you can't see it has depth, but you see it has shading to make it look like it's round. This is a sphere, a normal ball. Okay, if we look at what it looks like, does it have any edges? No, it is a curved shape. That means it can roll. Right, sphere. Then we have a cube, and the cube that I have here, all the sides are the same. Now, words that you need to learn in this section, we have something called a face, and this is a face, and this is also a face, and there we have another face. So how many faces would a cube have? Think about a dice. How many numbers are there on a dice? 6. Yes. So normal square just has 1 face, but a cube has 6 faces. And these, those over there, those are called the edges. And over here, where the edges meet, where they come together, it's not a corner. In mathematics, we say it is a vertex. Okay, 1 vertex, 2 vertici, I think, what you call them, plural, but no matter. Vertex, edge, face, cube. All the sides are the same size. Next, we have a cuboid. So the face, one face, actually 2 faces, because it has 2 faces are the same as a cube, but its shape is longer now. This is a cuboid. It still has a normal cube face, but its length is longer. That's why it's a cuboid and not a cube. This one is easy. A pyramid. If you think about the pyramids in Egypt, this is the pyramid. And you need to know about the pyramid that its base also has 4 sides. Okay? Not 4 sides, 4 edges. All right? It's a square base. That is a pyramid, because we have shapes with different bases. Like these. Look at that. They also look like a pyramid, but we call these cones, like your ice cream cone. Its base is circular, not square like the pyramids. And if you hold it upside down, it looks like an ice cream cone. Cone. Okay? Remember the cone. Also like those traffic cones that you get on the road. This one has the shape of a triangle. You might think it is a pyramid, but no. If I turn it, it is long. So this one we call a triangular prism. Okay, it's a prism because it's longer and it has the shape of a triangle, and this is almost like the roof on top of a house. And the last one that I'm going to show like this, a cylinder. We know cylinders. Cylinders are normal shapes, no? You have your Coke that you drink, or cans of food. Mummy bakes cake or rolls cookies with a, what do you call that, rolling pin. They are all cylinders. So once you've built all your tiny little shapes, I know it's going to take a while, so good luck with that. But once it's built, you can now use them to complete activity 3. I will do it with you because I have the shapes with me. They ask you how many corners, but we don't say corners, we say vertices, a vertex. How many vertices does each shape have? So how many corners? So you can hold your shape in your hand and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the cube has 8 corners. If you look at a sphere, does it have any corners? No, because if it had corners, it wouldn't be able to roll. If you look at your pyramid, how many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a pyramid has 5 vertices. Sorry, not corners. Don't say corners. Say vertices. Sound fancy. And we have your cone. The cone has 1 corner. This does not count as a corner because it is round. It can roll. No corners, only 1 at the top. Vertices. Oh, this is getting in my head. All right, so you count all those corners. And the next one, they'll ask you to count the faces. That means the flat edges, the flat sides. So a sphere, does it have a face? Does it have a flat side? No. So a sphere has 0 faces. A cylinder, this does not count as a flat side because it can roll. It has 2. And so on and so forth. Another thing they're going to talk to you about are properties of the properties is a straight line or a curved line. Now we all know a straight line goes like this. The one that I dream of to see in your workbooks. But do you give me straight lines, year 3s? No, you give me this and that and this. This is a curved line. That is a straight line. So would you say this shape has a curved line anywhere? No, it is shaped. It is straight and neat and tidy. And would you say this one has a curved line? No, straight. Straight line. It changes its shape, but it is still a straight line. How about this one? Look at that shape. This would be a curved line. This is what gives it the capability to roll. So the same with a sphere. It also has a curved line. So we talk about is it curved, the edge? Is it straight? Vertici are the corners, but we don't call them corners, we call them a vertex or vertices. And does it roll? Can it roll? Can this one roll? And can it stack? Now that means, can I pack them on top of each other? Can you see? So here I have my pyramid. Don't change the shape of the pyramid. This is cheating. I know we can stack a lot of things like that, but no. Like it stands. Can I put another pyramid on top of this pyramid? You are very good with balancing, yes. there's a hole in this one. So I can, but you can't. This one doesn't have a hole. It will topple off and fall. So, can it stack? No, it cannot. But how about the cylinder with a flat surface at the top? Easy, but I don't have another cylinder, so let's check. I can stack on top of it. Great. Would okay, this is not a sphere, this is I'm gonna call it an eier, an egg, can't think now. Can this one stack? No, because it has a curved edge, so it will roll away. So think about that when they ask you. And remember, don't change the shape or make it lie down on its side as it is. Do you think the cube will stack? Easily, because the cube has a flat surface, so we can just build up forever like a huge skyscraper. Activity 7, you are going to go do a scavenger hunt for me and look for different shapes in your house. So you don't have to draw the picture, you can write down what it is. Look for me, what can you find in your house that looks like a cube? What can you find that looks like a sphere? What is a rectangular prism? Okay, because it's oh, this is not a rectangular prism. This is a cuboid. This is a rectangular prism because it is a rectangle, and prism because it's long. We say prism whenever it is elongated. So I have my rectangular prism. What else did I have? I have my triangular prism. It's a triangle and it's long. Prism just means it's stretched out. I also have a pentagon because it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pentagon prism. I don't know if that's exactly the right words, but it's a prism because it's long. That's what I'm trying to get to. Do you have anything that is like that shape? Do you have a pyramid at your house? A cone and a cylinder. If you don't have that shape, it's fine, but don't go be aspres. You know what that word means. Don't be unnecessary and fill in nothing because you say, oh, my house is nothing. Your house did not burn down. You have things in your house. Search and be creative. And I'm sorry, that was actually a mean joke, but yeah, don't do your work because you're lazy. And now the nets. A net is like the pictures that I sent you to build your own shape. That is a net. It is when we take a shape and we pull it apart to make it 2D. So if I had to pull apart this cube, what would it look like? Like the picture that you had to cut out. This is a flat cube. This is what we call the net. Okay? We catch the shape with our net. So we can build it together and then we have a cube. And if we pull it apart, then we have a cube net. This is just to show you what they look like if they need to be pulled apart to 2D. Now this one I'm just going to build for fun. See, I build it with rubber bands that you put on the sides. You have to glue your sides together. This one is 2-dimensional. It has a pentagon shape. But when I put them together, you see the pentagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it is a ball, it's not like a soccer ball. I think soccer balls also have 5. No, they have 6. That we call a dodecahedron. Oh, fancy. You don't need to know that word, but it's just for interest's sake, so that you see. Okay, I will not be able to pull this one into a net, but you see, if I pull it flat, it would be the net of a dodecahedron. This one is just triangles for its faces. And it has a fancy word, but I'm not going to teach you the fancy word. So this is like the pyramid, but it is a triangle-based pyramid. If I open it up, this is what it looks like, and this is its net, okay? Triangle-based pyramid and net. Now you are going to have to try and use your brain and look a little deeper to figure out this activity 8. They give you a table with the different shapes on it, and you have to find these shapes on the 2 pages behind it. They give you the 3D net shape. Oopsie. And they give you... Is that all? No. Yes, that is all. Okay, so they give you the net. And you have to try and think, if I were to build this shape, what would it form? Now think, because some of them are easy enough. You can look at the faces and at the curves or the straight lines or the vertex or vertici and figure out. So you now have to use your own brain. I cannot help you with this. Some people are good at it, some aren't. So don't beat yourself up if you cannot figure out what on earth these shapes are. And yeah, so some of these shapes are normal 3D shapes, and some of them are the net. You need to figure out. You will first paste, oh, so many papers. You will first paste the shape, the cone shape. I can draw it because I can. So if that is a cone, what does its net look like? Let's see if we can find it. Okay, so that is the cone. I will paste that one first. So you cut it out and paste it in on the other page. And the net, now I have to look at things that are deconstructed. That one, no. That one, no. That one. Haha! If I were to cut this one out, put that flat, and bring those 2 edges together, I would form a cone. So that one is the cone's net. Okay, I hope you had as much fun as me playing with shapes. So good luck, and you can do activity 9 for fun, 3D scavenger hunt. So you have to, number 1, find a cube that is used to play a game. What do you roll when you play a game? Then number 2, name a rectangular prism that a fish lives in. Don't say the sea. The sea is not a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism is this thing. What would we call this? And a fish lives in there. Name a sphere that can bounce. Easy. Name a cone that you wear on your head. What is that shape and you wear it on your head? Find a cylinder in your kitchen and write down what it is. Find something that you can blow your nose with that is a rectangular prism. It comes in the rectangular prism. Find something in a cylinder that you can drink. Name a piece of candy that is a sphere. Find a cube made of cardboard. Name a birthday treat that is a triangular prism. A triangle, and it's long. I'm not going to look for the shape now. All right, good luck, guys. Oh, one more thing. The last page, you can tear this off, paste it on your wall in your bedroom, somewhere where you can see it constantly. Study the names of these shapes. Okay. Also, your cubes and things that you made, don't bring them back to school. Keep them with you. You worked so hard to get them together. They're just going to squish flat in your packets. Okay, so you keep them for you. All right. Bye, guys.